Hello, this is Vulturefire, and it's time for today's episode of the deep dive. So, start by just buying everything from the market. Let's actually look at that real quick. So we have mana, we have some more shield, we have a card to start with, and we have a reroll to start with, which is all pretty nice. We are going to, I think, do the discard deck. We have more cards to work with than I thought. I was making some notes before this. So far, we have only used 30, only counting non-mana cards, we have used 35 out of 88 generic and Raodan commons, 37 of the 96 silver cards, and 14 of the 39 gold cards. So, theoretically, we're only halfway through if we were to use up every single card and our rate of card consumption were to stay the same. I don't think we're going to get there, but it's good to know. We have more cards left than it kind of feels like sometimes when I'm doing this. So, to start with, we want our mana, which of course for the discard deck is going to be these two, because they're the cards that care about mana. Or those are the cards that care about discard. We're going to run Malevolent Idol. I tend to like just like one of them. I don't like running... I've played the discard deck on Inna a decent amount, but I haven't played it on any other characters. The big advantage... There's a couple of big advantages to playing it on Inna. One of them is that Inna has a couple of cards that belong to just her that are discard related that are pretty useful. But the other advantage is the discard deck can be kind of slow, and Inna has access to Tweak, which is a card that is incredibly helpful when you're playing a slower deck. Two cards, Tweak and Brilliant Idea. So you can upgrade your entire deck as you're going through it, which can help a lot with giving you some scalability in longer fights. We do not have access to Rummage, which was moved to generic in the beta. In 4.600, it was prior to that a Salon card, but Salon got a new card, Armor Up, to replace it. And so this is a pretty good generic card. So our most important card here, Void Bolt, is going to be our initial damage source. Void Visions and Rummage, we're going to run probably like 1 and 2 of those. This is probably the run where we use Heavy Stand. We haven't used it yet, and I think we need it. So it's going to be here, because this is a slower deck, and we are going to need a card that's going to keep us alive. We don't have access to Brittle Shield, Brittle Shield is an Inna card that's pretty good for defense. So aside from that, if you look up discard, you can see we have Void Focus, Siphon card. I want to do... So, Careful Defense is another option, but the fact that it's random, I really don't like discard random. The discard deck tends to be very precise, and that messes with that precision. Future Blast, I think I want to build a deck around it later, but I don't think we want to do that yet. We could do, like, Exhaustion, a little bit of Exhaustions. We already have used Overcharge. We haven't used Strenuous Blast, I think. No, we haven't, but I want to save Strenuous Blast for later, I think. So I think our choice is... If we're going to use Careless Defense, this is probably still the deck that we would use it in. We could also use Reclamation, but Reclamation... So the way that the discard deck works is a bit awkward in that the sequencing is going to work out such that Reclamation would only let us save discard outlets rather than discard payoffs, which is a bit awkward. So we can't like play Void Visions, discard Malevolent Idol, and then Reclamation back Malevolent Idol, and then draw it with Rummage, for example. Or the other way around, because Rummage into Void Visions would be the way that would make more sense. But point is, we can't do it. So we may run one Careless Defense to give us a bit more shield. I think that makes sense. This deck, like I said, is kind of prone to being a bit fragile. And so that gives us... I need to make sure I've added all the cards. I think I haven't added Rummage or Void Visions to my notes. So that should be 5 cards that I've added. Let me make sure I've got all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay. So that's the deck. And then in the card pool, which again, because it is the card pool, not all of the cards that are in the card, I don't have to add things to the card pool. I I don't have to add things to my notes as I add them to the card pool, because we may not necessarily end up actually finding them during the run. So we're going to add most of the cards that just say discard on them. Field Beam. Oh, no. Yeah, Field Beam, Treasure Map, Pernicious Idol, Ancestral Memory, Benevolent Idol, Void Ritual. I've mentioned a couple times as we passed those cards in previous runs that this was the run I was saving them for. We have not used Contemplate yet, which is good, because we can use it here. Sure. I don't think we probably will want more Siphon cards. They tend to end up... We end up usually cutting the Siphon cards later in a run, I find. Likewise with Void Bolt, I don't think we'll need more. So, as for other cards, we run Increasing Mana, because it's just good. We run Mana Eruption, it's pretty good, and we have some additional mana to start with, which is nice. This may be the run that we finally use Dispel Magic. We still haven't taken Final Strike, and that's actually going to be fairly easy to trigger in the discard deck. So, really, I should look into last card. Yeah, let's do the last card in. Because there's a couple cards with this theme, and it's pretty good with the discard deck. And I don't think we've taken Last Resort yet, and I just checked we hadn't taken Final Strike yet. We have not taken, we didn't actually end up taking Lightning Blade, but we don't probably need it this run. We could take Peace of Mind, so we have Purity, but I don't think we need it. This isn't going to do anything for us. This card is just so awkward. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Because 25, like, the problem is giving up Frozen is such a huge cost against a bunch of enemies that, like, there's no way for this number to be, I don't think there's any way for Shattering Strike to have a number where it is a card that you can print that is worth playing. Like, obviously, if this said deal 7,000 damage if you remove one Frozen, then it's good. But if it's doing anything less than, like, an absurdly overpowered... It has to be doing something absurdly overpowered for me to want it, is the point. And it's not, so I don't. We already did Curse Conjunction. Yes, we have not used Curse of Decrepitude. That might be worthwhile. This might finally be the Doom run. Do we put Dispel Magic? If we put Dispel Magic in the pool, we probably don't want Doom. Do we already do Arcane Spellbomb? We have not. The Arcane deck, the discard deck sometimes ends up with a bunch of cards in the hand. Lingering Ritual, I know we want. Arcane Spellbomb, we might want. Frenzied Rage, we might want. I think we'll save Frenzied Rage. I think we've got enough power in this deck for now. I think Royal Coffers we will take for now. Let's get the mana, and then I'll look at other discard cards just to make sure that we didn't miss any. Oh, no, we already got the discard cards. That's right. Mind Seed. We're still taking Icy Concentration just because even though we don't care about any of... We aren't ever probably freezing things. 3 mana with no downside is still pretty good. This will finally be the Cultivate deck, I think, because we aren't going to be having much growth. There's an outside... I think Predator's Focus. Can we sustain Precarious Draught? That's the question. I don't know. We can sustain Runic Focus. There's an argument to be made for putting a Mana Ritual. We might want a Mana Ritual. There's a chance that we end up taking a Mana Ritual. We already have plenty of mana cards. No, not all these are mana. Do we have... We have used Arcane Visions. We haven't used Arcane Nova. This may be the run where we take Arcane Nova, because it's just pretty okay. We did not end up taking Reverberation, but I don't think we want it here. We have not taken Overthink yet. We have not taken Mind Blast yet, but this is absolutely not a Mind Blast run. We still haven't taken Shatter, but this isn't a Shatter run. Mana Blast is okay. Do we have Increasing Visions? I already used Increasing Visions. That's a shame. Increasing Visions is very good in this deck, but we haven't used Spell Scry. And Spell Scry is good in this deck, usually. And Runic Study's not bad. We might take that with plan to use it. With plan to potentially not take it if it looks like the run is going fine. Oh no, we run the cards that care about wits, because this deck has a lot of wits in it. So we're going to take Mind Over Body, and we're going to take, I think that's it. I don't think we need the others. We can't get Adept. Is Height of Knowledge worth it if you're only drawing 4? We'd only be drawing 4. So if we take if we add Mana Ritual to our deck, I think we can trip Height of Knowledge with 3 out of 4. Because if it draws 4, it's fine. We'll add it, I think, and then try and fit in a Mana Ritual, and then we will cut maybe the Careless Defense. Now we'll just count on finding Mana Ritual at some point. What cards do we not need? We probably don't need more Rummages. We probably don't need Mana Blast. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I don't necessarily think this is, but I say that every time. So I'm sure, as usual, it will be fine. Except for the one time it wasn't fine, but, you know, that was 1 out of 7 runs that we've done so far. Do we go ahead and take the Spell Strike, or do we just take more mana? Mana Freeze is up to do more stuff later. Arcane Cloak doesn't do anything for us yet. Instant Accelerator works with a bunch of cards in the deck. I think we take through here. So, step 1, Rummage. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and shield, because that'll give us another Wits, which is nice. So Malevolent Idol can be a kind of awkward card where you both want to keep it in hand and you also don't. I think this time we keep it in hand. And I think we don't bother using it yet, but probably next time we draw it, we will, I think. So we're going to, I think, start by rummaging the Void Visions. Going to play that. And yeah, I'm taking a little bit of damage here. This doesn't do enough to really hurt us. And then we're actually going to draw, I think, yeah, all of our increasing cards. So these now make a lot of mana, which means that it is now more valuable to discard that. This has to get discarded. Keep building that up. Absolutely discard one of them, play the other one. So yeah, we've got a pretty good defense set up for fight 1. Obviously this is fight 1, so you know, can't get too excited yet. But you can already sort of see, like, this is a deck that does struggle with damage a little bit. We're not going to need that. I screwed up the sequencing there, but it doesn't matter because we have plenty of extra mana. So yeah, you can see like Heavy Stand is doing a lot of heavy lifting here to just ensure that we don't have problems with survivability. I think we take the Last Resort. Mighty Punch is also good, but I don't know that I want to give up. I think Last Resort we can probably... I'm curious to see how Last Resort goes. I think we also probably take Last Rating Strike here if it's offered, because I don't think we've taken it yet. Let me check. We have not, and I'm fine with having it here. Okay, so... I want to play this, but I also really want to play the Heavy Stand. So, I guess we'll just do this. So yeah, that is kind of what I was worried about with Last Resort, where you can end up in the awkward position of not quite being able to Tetris your way to the position you want to be in. Kind of wanted to keep the idol in hand, but I also wanted to rummage, so definitely gonna have to heavy stand again. Go ahead and up all of our cards. I think we rummage first. Okay. Draw some more cards. We are now fatigued. Do we just kill this? It takes us 4x. Yeah, because we take the same amount of damage from hitting this twice that we would from just getting hit by it twice. So we may as well secure the kill. Alright. Kind of fine either way, with either scaling up the idol or letting it sit. Okay, so I think we need to play one of these. So we do that, into that, into that, into draw 4. Sure. Sure. We absolutely didn't need to play that, but you know, minor details. Okay, so that's up to 8. Let's pitch that. Do not need it. Pitch that. Alright. Plenty of shield. Yeah, this is going to be a slower run, but I should have pitched that because oh wait, I wasn't. I could have last resorted more consistently. Alright. Yeah, I think we take a last rating strike. I think we just want the damage. Because as much as I would love to see mana start setting a mana ritual, I think we just kind of want to start setting a blast rating strike. Also, I need to account for the fact that I've now taken, how many fights have we done? 2? Okay, so I've taken 2 cards, or we've taken 3 total. One of them was the rank focus. So it's the last resort and the last rating strike. So as far as discard, I need to do this real quick to reset. I'm trying to think what discard cards we have access to. I also wouldn't hate taking the Shocking Grasp here, just because it's a good card, and I don't know how many more of these runs we're going to do, and I don't want to just like, if it's not going to get played, I don't want to just leave it on the table. I'll do that, so we can use Runic Focus. Once again, do this. Got all of our relevant cards in hand. To pitch these. Draw some cards. Gonna have plenty of mana sitting around. We are now shocked for kind of the worst turn to be shocked, but we also have damage, and it's lethal damage, so do we take Conductive Bolt, though? We might. Again, damage is just kind of a thing we need, and it's a fairly low priority card for other decks. Void Shield is also good, but I think Conductive Bolt is just going to be valuable to us. Target Shield seems okay. I don't think we have any cuts yet. Let me note that we took Conductive Bolt. And away we go. Zap is pretty bad, but who knows? We will see where the run takes us. Oh, I should have discarded something else. I'm still thinking I'm fine with doing that. Alright. How much damage does this get up to? 11 after being discarded twice, and that's not amazing, but it is what it is. Definitely using that. I think we don't need that. Do that. Sure. I kind of knew that wasn't going to get me anything worthwhile, but I should have checked to see if there was anything it could discard that would have been worthwhile. Absolutely, it's worth Malevolent Idling at this point. Oh, it's awkward. Okay, Void Eruption. That's great. That's one of the pieces we need in order for the deck to really work. Let me note down Void Eruption. Try and think how we get to... Okay. I think we have to do this into that. Sure. So on this current beta, the frenzy is bugged, which is going to make this fight fairly easy, which is good for us. Actually, I'm going to discard this first because I want to use that. Then I can discard that. And we'll play this so we can force that out. And yeah, we are not going to get frenzied on. The frenzy is bugged. I think we discard. Do we just set up curse, or do we... If we're just going to do that, we may as well do this. Yeah, so we can get that, was the hope. That there's a very good chance Void Eruption is our first upgrade just because it gets into castable range much faster that way. I think we just got that and we just let that get upgraded again. Void Eruption. Just discard everything, get a little bit of mana. And so yeah, the Void Eruption does set up some inevitability for us. It's not fast, but it gets there. If we do that, we can do this. 50-50? No luck. Yeah, I don't like Careless Defense being random. Obviously part of that is specifically because it interacts poorly with The Last Stand, but regardless. Increasing mana. I kind of want another draw card. I kind of want to save Royal Coffers for the moment. I think we re-roll actually, yeah, because a Lingering Ritual gives us an even better win condition. We're going to upgrade the Void Eruption. Our plan is to hammer the Lingering Ritual when needed. Do we cut the Careless Defense and then hope to find... Yeah, I think we cut the Careless Defense for now, just because it's a little awkward. We're going to rely on Heavy Stand and maybe pick up another defense card. We can find one. I need to note that I've taken Lingering Ritual. Okay, so if you haven't seen Lingering Ritual in a while, I want to go over what it is. It used to be 15 mana, deal 15 to all enemies. Now it is 20 mana, deal 50 to the first two. And its cost goes down whenever we play a non-mana card. Since this deck has a tendency to play a lot of cards, although I'm used to playing the Inner version, which will play a bunch of tools, which will help it count down much faster. But we still have a tendency to play a decent number of cards, and then this gives us a way to just end fights. Because Lingering Ritual does a lot. It's a singularity worth of damage to the first two enemies, which is going to be great for ending fights. Rummage upgraded is pretty good, because now it draws 2. So we don't go down on cards when we play Rummage Plus. The question is, do I want to go ahead and... Yeah, I think I do. Let's go ahead and do that. I think we still want to discard this. Okay, so... I think we have to do that into that so that we can... Kind of an awkward turn to get the Lingering Ritual with as that last card drawn. And Lingering Ritual is also not great with that one card draw card we're relying on to some extent. Let's discard that. Let's get this kill. And then we just pitch that. Does a little bit of damage. We're taking less damage than it looks like here because the shock wears off. Okay, so this doesn't quite dumpster an enemy. Kills it after at end of turn. Is that good enough? Or we can kill... So we're taking an arcane proc if we don't kill this one right now. Which isn't very appealing to me. I kind of like discard... So we can upgrade the last resort here, I think. And then we can discard that and draw a bunch of cards. Including Heavy Stand, which is kind of one I was hoping to see. Discard that for a little bit more damage. And I'm not totally certain if this is going to work out the way. Okay, it did. That did reduce it down to... Okay, so this is a guaranteed crit on you. And that killed. Alright, so we took a little bit of damage there, but not too much. This is a pretty good sign, though, that we do want another defense card. Height of Knowledge, I don't think I want yet. I would really, because we don't have any ways to get growth yet, I'm going to take the Cultivate first, which also will double as some card draw eventually. I think we are going to Rummage. I think we are going to rummage that away. I am fine with playing that, even though it's probably not going to do much for us. Let's go ahead and discard that. Get some mana. End the turn. Alright, take a little bit of damage, but it all goes to our shield. And we lose some of our mana, because this guy's a jerk. Yeah, we will accelerate it. I think we focus on you. Let's start with this. Okay, because if it hit that, we would have been able to just get that nuke with that. We may also just kill the front one. No, I think we do. Go ahead and finish off you. Just to avoid taking any damage this turn. Start by rummaging. I think we are discarding that. Because I planned to play the Heavy Stand, but I wanted to see what we would draw. Alright, Heavy Stand, which will prevent us from taking damage. No point taking damage, we don't have to. And yeah, the Lingering Ritual obviously is not on yet. It takes a while to turn on, but it will do good work for us once it does. It is kind of funny though, playing this character. Normally, you don't plan on ever actually playing the Void Eruption for more than like 2 mana, but we can actually afford to pay 7 some amount of the time, which is kind of funny. It's incredibly nice to be able to have that option. I don't think we can afford to play both of those. Alright, we are going to get blown up slightly, which is very annoying, because it means that we are now down to only 5 growth. But this is now fully online. Discard that. Yeah, we can kill you. Sure. See, that draws me. Nice. A little bit of healing. And a kill. Alright. Void Spike is great. Very happy to see a Void Spike. Alright, so this fight might be tricky. We don't have a lot of great ways to deal with them. Oh, yeah, I don't know why that bug happens. It's pretty rare, but it does happen. And then we can go ahead and do that. Because the Void Spike does actually get played when it's discarded. I think we will accelerate so that I can get Void Eruption going. Because I want Void Eruption to tick up as quickly as possible, I think. do that. Alright. Yeah, that triggers death spores, but I think it's worth it. Okay, I really don't love that. But okay. This is the hand where we don't have any of our discard cards, which is a bit awkward. I think we may upgrade the heavy stand actually. Just get a bunch more tough, get a bunch of shield. Ah, that was very rude. So they get more powerful now, but it's temporary powerful from that buff, which is nice. That it's temporary, not that it's that they get a bunch more, obviously. Getting a bunch more is not great for us. I think we do this combo. Alright, we can get that kill, which is nice. And we aren't quite... Okay, yeah. I shouldn't have started speaking until I was sure that we weren't going to... that the buffs weren't going to change things. We probably take more shield. Definitely going to set up that crit. I think we are going to... Oh, wow. We apparently hadn't actually used that at all yet. So we will eat one... I think we will absolutely take Curse of the Forest, aka Weak in the Woods, if we can get it. Is this lethal? Yes. Yeah, and we still haven't actually managed to get Lingering Stand or Lingering Ritual to go off. We'll see if that changes. We also, though, haven't had to fight the really tough enemies that I've got it for, which are the ones that we'll start seeing in the next couple areas. But part of it is that Void Eruption has just been able... The fact that we're able to play Void Eruption consistently has been huge. Nature's Blessing is also kind of tempting. I may take Nature's Blessing. I may take Dispel Magic. I think Nature's Blessing is good. I think Freezing is good. And I think we upgrade... It's a tough choice. We have a lot of good upgrades. Void Focus is pretty nice because then that scales a lot faster. Rummage Plus is still pretty good because it's still just very efficient draw. A Heavy Stand Plus is actually okay because it's just, what if we just want all the shield? And give us stuff for another turn, which is nice. I might upgrade the Void Focus. Malevolent Idol goes to 10/5. I think we don't need the Malevolent Idol anymore. I think we're cutting that. I think I like upgrading the Void Focus because I think that gives us a reason to want more mana. And yeah, we'll cut the Malevolent Idol. It was just kind of there as a starting piece. And we took a Nature's Blessing. Okay. So, as far as fights go, yeah, that one's not happening. We aren't going to have Mighty. Well, if we get Bloody Rage, we might. Pulverize just doesn't do much for us. We just don't have strikes. This one, we have not taken either of these. The Pounce doesn't do a ton for us, but it is damage. I don't think we want it regardless. Oh, we want to go here because we want to hit this because both of these cards are pretty okay for us. So, the question becomes, do we want to deal with the Poison Gorgons because they're a pain in the butt? I don't think so. I don't think for those cards it's worth it. And 2 events is pretty nice. We're going to start here because Cornered Focus is the card we want. And we can't take Firebolt anyway. We can't take against the odds either, but if we can only take the mana card, we'd rather go for the mana card that's better. I think we actually have to discard that because I want to Last Resort this turn. Pitch that. Yeah, I should have played this first. My mistake. But yeah, our damage is at a pretty good spot. Certainly, there are worse spots for our damage to be in. Do that. And then I think we just play that. Just puts us in the best spot for this turn. Tag. I'm gonna do that because we already get 5 mana from that. May as well draw some cards. Okay, we don't get much out of this, but we are now. We keep drawing Lingering Ritual, and we kept drawing it in these awkward points where it's like we don't have. There we go. Oh, there we go. The important thing was we got killed before the summon happened, or we could have frozen. That was an option. Mana Ritual I like, but I think Treasure Map I like more. Event. That event is nothing. Okay, so this event, Natha. Do not want to fight a Natha. Okay. Alpha Silgier and its pack. Do we want those cards more than we just want an upgrade? I think we just want the upgrade. And I think we want to upgrade. That's just not that good. This is a pretty good upgrade. Adept and Mighty effects. We don't have any Adept or Mighty, and we probably aren't getting any. Starting Evasion, sure. We're not so hard up for damage that we need a Warbot. Yeah. Bonk. Alright, so we get to evade 2 of these hits, and we get to just block the other 2. We don't have any Purity, which is annoying. We do that. Because I kind of want to Accelerator, I think. Yeah, it seems like a good time to Accelerator. And we still discard that. Still discard that. Oh hey, we can actually play this. Yeah. Okay, we would love to see Heavy Stand. That'll do, because that should be, okay, not quite lethal. Freeze and enter. Now we just need any damage. Alright. That worked out nicely. We don't want that. Mind Seed, I think we actually do want, because I think we kind of want to be able to build a bit of growth. That may be incorrect, but okay. So the question, I think we do Heavy Stand here because it means that we get to not get Arcaned immediately, which is just nice. Is this enough to be worth increasing for? Probably. I think we'll do this first and see, just because I was hoping to draw something else first, but so we draw. Absolutely get rid of that. Yeah, I think we just do that. I'm not sure what we're saving the freeze for, but it's not this. It's probably not this either. Because, okay, our Tough did wear off, which is annoying. But I'm not too worried yet. Okay, there's the Heavy Stand. That's kind of what I was hoping to see. And let's do that. And evade 1 hit, because we still had, it's only the second time we've actually been attacked in this fight, which is nice. We can discard that. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but does something. Always time to draw more cards. Pitch that. Draw even more cards. And so the reason this costs 3 instead of 2 is because of the fatigue. I'm not actually totally certain how the cost reduction interacts with the fatigue, but it's fine. So we absolutely need that heavy stand. I think we are discarding the Harvest. So we can play this into that, because I'm kind of hoping to play the Lingering Ritual for free, because I can. Boom. Okay, so now we get Arcaned once, and attack for damage, but that's not too bad. That's obnoxious. Let's think. I don't want to think. Thinking sounds difficult. I think I'm going to have to do it anyway. Our backup plan, by the way, is to freeze, so I'm not too worried. Oh, right, that was the upgraded one where we discarded both. My bad. Yeah, that is the downside to upgrading Void Bolt, is that then it discards 2 cards, which is not always what you want to do. Sure. So the other nice thing is, once we've done the work of getting Lingering Ritual up once in a fight, the second time is much easier. Because we are already... Oh, that is still the one we have to discard twice. But we're good. Okay. Yeah, Pulverize is still bad. Dispel Magic might be necessary. So I think we probably take Dispel Magic. As much as I don't love removing that from our options. This works with the Dispel Magic. And more card draw is always really nice to have in our back pocket. I think we just plan to hammer the Dispel Magic when needed. I like that because it just means that we get to trip that more often. I also just really like Rummage Plus because it's just so nice. So I think we're going to Rummage Plus. I should have considered removing maybe, but we didn't. Just have to live with that now. Okay. We'll start by doing that. Absolutely, this is a good turn to use that. Discard that. Discard, I think that one. Sure. Bit sad that we didn't get that kill, but I am very happy that we were able to just chonk. The Spell Magic doesn't do anything for us. No, because the only effect that is present is Pack Tactics, which does not hurt us. Oh, we played the Lingering Ritual for so close to full price that it was above full, because it gets more expensive every time you play it, which normally is irrelevant, but because we did, man, that's amazing. It makes me so happy. Sure. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance that we would be able to do anything useful with that. So we're absolutely going to freeze next turn so that we can block the summon. Assuming that we don't just kill, which we're just going to kill. Yeah. This is pretty good too. Do we need this more? Yeah, I think we take that just for safety. I need to note down that we took. Oh, I need to note down that we took treasure map. I don't think I did. Nope, I did not. Okay, We will rummage the treasure map. That at least deals with, doesn't do much, but it does something, technically. Which is that it removes some of the evades. We're now very much on fire. And more pressingly, they are now all very powerful. I think we just discard. Mind over body, that's the name of the other one. Let's... Nature's Blessing, sure. Void Bolt, Runic Focus, and then probably Heavy Stand here. Yeah, okay, that blocks... No, that actually does block all the damage, because all but one, because of the evade. Dispel Magic, I think we actually upgrade the Dispel Magic. And then I think we do use the Instant Accelerator, which is going to make that usable. I think we pitch that, play that, Heavy Stand again, and then donk you out of existence. So we take some damage, but because we were able to get rid of their powerful, we take a lot less than we would have. We do need to find this, though, because it's time for it to earn its keep. Look at all that delicious healing. Get some shield. I think we pitch that because we're not going to use it. Kind of looking for mana, even though I probably should have just... Is that lethal? It's pretty close. What are the odds that we find more damage? Pretty low. I do think we need more shield though, because there's... I think we have to do this turn. Okay. Yeah, that's worth it. And then we just freeze one of them. This helps a little bit because it removes the rest of their evades. Let's rummage away the Void Spike. Should have gotten rid of the evades first. And then this kills them. Nice. Okay, back to full health. It's like we didn't even lose any health for that whole fight. That's nice. Void Shield and Fueled Beam are both pretty good. I think we're pretty good on damage. I think we take the Void Shield. The biggest thing is like 5 is that much, 7 is a little bit better, and the fact that it is free is very nice. Okay, so if we do this, we can play that. Set up a shield and bonk. We will now be very much on fire, which is unfortunate because these guys do damage based on how on fire you are. I could draw more cards. I think that's worth it. Yeah. We can dispel magic, but I don't think that actually matters. Yeah, I think I'd rather just do this. Let me take some damage. I think we do upgrade the Dispel Magic again. It's going to be relevant once we pop one. And we're going to discard that. Did that not affect our burn? I feel like that didn't affect our burn. Because if it had affected our burn, this thing's damage would have gone down. I have to watch more closely. Okay, I think we pitched that. I was going to pitch that, of course. Gain a little bit of health. It's critical, does not matter, because this guy just has so much shield. We don't really have a way to stop it from just hatching, but... Alright, we have like a tiny chance to evade just built in. That seems like we did that. Okay, no, it did affect our burn. I just wasn't paying enough attention. Kind of counting on just finding do that into that. Gives us a lot of mana. I don't think we want to freeze yet because there's probably a lot bigger hits coming. Okay. Pitch that. I think the last resort may need to go. I don't think it's doing anything for us anymore, unfortunately. We're definitely doing that. And then I think we just lay on that one. Start with that. Do this so that when we... I guess we're hoping that this finds us what we need. We need more ways to discard. Let's go and do that, I guess. At this point, we may as well work on killing the that one. We don't need any heals. We may as well re-up tough, though. And just go ahead and get the damage out that we can. Absolutely, we will dispel magic. That's not happening. That's happening. You're dead. And we can do this. You can actually do this. And then pop. Just no damage. Yeah, I don't think even Lingering Ritual is going to do much here. Yeah. Right. So now it sets up Powerful, and I think this turn it hatches. So. Okay, we can get the kill though. Alright, we did take damage from that fight, but we will take a Feed the Flames, which will do a little bit of stuff for us. I did say we need more discard outlets, and that's the one that's the discard outlet. Let's see if we can finally get Dragon Form. It's not even that good for us, but I want it, and we haven't managed to get it yet. So pitch that, I think. I'm not convinced that's worth it. We're going to do it anyway. We do get to evade the first hit, which is nice. So the other card that's very nice for us in this particular fight is that we will get, at some point, our card that Nature's Blessing, which I think is worth trying to draw into. Oh, we get to Spell Magic. Does something for us. And by something, I mean we can now do that without getting hit by Frost Barrier or Shock Barrier. I don't know why I played that. We didn't need it. Okay, we evade and we just block those damages. That incoming damage. We can Shock Spasm once into Nature's Blessing, which is going to accelerate. Discard that. Play that. I think we do play this, and then, yeah, it's worth playing Lingering Ritual anytime we can, I think. I also think this is probably the turn that we use Enchanted Hammer. I think we use it on Heavy Stand. Pitch that. It's a little unfortunate. Because I don't want to use... I don't want to play... I'll play that. That actually is okay. I should have frozen. I suppose we have the Dispel Magic. Should have upgraded to Dispel Magic. I wasn't thinking about the fact that this nonsense gets set up. This takes... We take... yeah, 36. Okay, that's fine. I think this is a hit that we can afford to take, so we will. Because, yeah, one of the goals here is figuring out when we can afford to eat damage. This does shock us immediately, which is unfortunate, but... okay. So the Dispel Magic helps just a tiny bit, because it's still one of those powerful. I think we have to play this. We have to play that. Yeah. And then bonk. And bonk. I think we freeze. I think we can do better than just eating 37. We can... okay, that's a lie. I made a mistake. Mea culpa. Discard that. I'm kind of sequencing things the way I am so that I can play this to reduce our statuses. So we just get as much value as possible out of that part of it. Definitely set that up. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of that. But I don't know what all I could have done aside from going back in time and deciding not to, and deciding to upgrade the Dispel. Let's do that. Play that. I don't think it's worth playing the other one, even though it does set it vulnerable. I think it's worth it because it would have shocked us. And getting shocked is not great. We do now have a decent amount of damage out from our curse, which is nice. Nature's Blessing also helps. More shield. At this point, we may as well play that because we're getting shocked this turn anyway. No point in. Well, guess we play that. Alright, and then we get lethal here actually, which is nice. Oh no, we just get close. I doubled the curse twice in my head. Math is hard. Well, That's a kill. And we get Dragon Form, which we will take. Dragon Form actually makes this do something. I don't think Max Shield -2 matters that much to us. And if we take Dragon Form, we upgrade Dragon Form. That's just how it works. And I kind of want to cut the Last Resort. It's a little bit awkward. But I'm not totally certain. I also kind of want to cut a Void Bolt, but I think that we have more discard outlets than discard. We make out the Conductive Bolt. I think that that is kind of the odd card out at this point. So the question is, which of these bosses can we beat? If we take a Morbid End, we have. So we can't get this card, which is the reason to fight that boss. I think we have to fight... So the fight we have to avoid is this fight. This collection of 4 enemies kills us. Because it's just ridiculous. That combination just kills any slower deck. We have not taken Purge and Waters yet. And that would give us our Purity Source. So that's probably what we do. I think we are not playing that this turn. We're absolutely playing Dragon Form every chance we get. Dragon Form does so much heavy lifting. Oh, probably was a bad way to pop the shock, but... So Dragon Form means that we are now plated, and we are now powerful, and both of those are good things. So I'm going to play this and hope we find a way to discard the Void Eruption. And we take no damage. We get to Dragon Form again. Oh, we need more mana. Shock you. Shock you. If we do that, we would get shocked. We would get frozen, rather. I think we discard one of those because we can't play both. I don't think we want to use... I think we need to use Dispel Magic, yeah. That's not what I was going to say, but... I think we're fine with freezing ourselves. We don't take much damage here. We're less fine with having all of our mana stolen, but we get a good amount in return. Dragon Form is finally giving us a way to get growth. I do appreciate that. Now we Accelerator. And that's still not quite lethal, but it's making good progress. We can play this, and we cannot play Dragon Form. If we can't play Dragon Form, I think we just do this. We're just going to line up the kill on that one. We may as well finish off. No point in getting more Frigid Currents if we don't have to. Yeah, we still don't have anything shocked to get the cost reduction on Dragon Form, but it's hard to complain with that much value. Bonk. Yeah, Stroke of Genius seems okay. This fight is also pretty tough, but I think we can I'm hoping we can manage this one. And we didn't get the Purging Water, we got Prime Shield as the offer, which was kind of tempting, but... I think we discard that. do we freeze? I don't think we need to yet. This is going to set up frail on us, I think. So we will evade both those hits and then get, yeah, frailed. We may freeze this turn, though, to block one of those curses from coming out. In that case, we'll go ahead and hit the first one because we're going to end up hitting it this turn, and we may as well get the do that. Because that's, yeah, that's a pretty good way to burn that. You can discard that, which will turn this on. At that point, I think we rummage to get our shield. And we can afford to play a couple more cards. So we're now vulnerable, and we're now slightly cursed. But we could have more curse, and we don't, so that's nice. I don't think we want to burn... I don't think we want to burn this shocked yet. I also don't think we want to use the upgrade. I mean, we want to, but I don't think we want to use to... Yeah, anyway. We just discard that, get some damage. Sure. Oh, it's going to shuffle, so there's no telling what we find. I think we may just dispel off... Yeah, because that makes us not vulnerable, which is worthwhile. And we're down to just one enemy and just one curse. We don't want to burn... We don't want to burn this... whatchamacallit, if we can, if there's a chance that we can get Dragon Form off, we would like to take it. We cannot. Okay, well, in that case, I think we just apply Vulnerable. Or do we? Yeah, I think we just apply Vulnerable. Because it's going to be a bit before we get back to Dragon Form. I don't think it's worth not hitting for that many turns. We are going to upgrade the Dispel Magic now. I think we discard that. I think we discard that. I think we heal. Get more shield. And then just bonk for some damage. Bonk for a bit more damage. Okay. We would have liked to get more heal than just one, but can't always get what you want and all that. I think we're fine doing this. I think we do want to try and heal before we end the fight, because I think we can probably get away with it. Dragon Form now gives us mana back. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And now we can end the fight. Okay. I think we just take a little bit more mana. This is kind of not great mana, but it is mana. I need to make a note that we took Dragon Form. I like Pack of Tools. Do I like it more than our starting evasion? Maybe. No? Do I like it? I think I like it more than... Yeah, okay. I don't know that I love it more than Horseshoe, but we're going to do it. And we're going into another one of these fights, unfortunately. So, we'll see how it goes. See what we get. And the reason to start there is reasons. I'm not sure yet what I'm upgrading. I think we put shock on you. Oh, we're upgrading you then. Even though we're not going to play it this turn. I don't think we need to freeze yet. Yeah, I would rather freeze this turn, I think. Am I okay with increasing now? Yes, because I think I'm probably going to end up playing this Void Focus. And then I think I do freeze just because this is a lot of incoming damage, and I would rather not take both of them hitting me on the same turn. I can't avoid it this turn, but you know. That we don't want, it uses up that. So this is going to turn on Runic Focus. We can Mind Over Body. Or we can Void Shield. Void Shield is 7 versus 14. Yeah, which is 14. And this eats all of our mana, which means that we are fine with upgrading. Or not all of our mana, all of our shield. So if we find... oh, we already upgraded the Dispel Magic. That's right. I'd forgotten. But I think we're fine with upgrading... I don't even know. I don't know what our other upgrade would be. It's not Lacerating Strike. It's not Void Bolt. Guess it's nothing yet. I was not thinking. I knew that was... I had checked previously in the turn. I knew what that was, and I took it anyway. Because, yeah, the Dragon Form's over there. Alright, well. Discard that. Do we shield or do we finish this kill? I think we shield. Wasn't thinking about that vulnerable making us take more damage. I should have been. Not playing that probably. I think we do this. We do that. We'll use that to play that. Heal. And we just shield. And then... May just Void Eruption. I'm fine with discarding that, I think. Try to get more mana. More mana. Doesn't really do much for me. Enter. Eat damage. Only down 3 recoverable. It could be a lot worse. That's fully online. Pitch that. Get shield up. I think we just do damage. And yeah, sure. Okay, we can Dragon Form. which is slowly giving us more plated. Love to find our heals. We are not ever finding our heals. I don't think I want to kill yet. So I think that sets us in good range, but doesn't quite finish the kill off yet. Okay, we can heal. So now I'm fine with getting the kill. Because I think, yeah, 5 down is close enough that I'm okay with just finishing it off. We have not taken turn to gunk. We have not. Is it good enough? It might be. It's more tough. It's more heal. How many more of these runs are we doing? Will we want turn to gunk in them? Maybe? I think we just take Pernicious Idol. Just checking over real quick to make sure that there aren't any other cards that I haven't noted down. Obviously, Pernicious Idol. Dispel Magic, Nature's Blessing. Oh, Nature's Blessing isn't going to be in this category. Dispel Magic, Lingering Ritual. Alphabetizing is hard. Cultivate, which I said I was treating separately because it's only kind of a mana card. I think we're good. Okay. Clear Focus is the card we are hoping to see. So that deals with one of those, which is nice. Sure. Absolutely setting that up. And then just doing a little bit of damage. And we aren't quite blowing up, which is nice. Draw. Discard. Discard. Dispel, which we'll deal with. Not quite everything, but we'll go ahead and do that. And I think we may want to freeze to prevent those buffs going up. Probably. No, it's fine. It's fine. We may upgrade this Void Shield. No, I think we upgrade the Dispel Magic. Yeah, this is a fight where I shouldn't have discarded that if I was going to upgrade the Dispel Magic, but I'm still upgrading the Dispel Magic. There's too much that this does for me. And then I want to play the Dragon form even if it means that I can't do other stuff. Do I? Is it that important? See what we get. Oh, I don't have enough mana to do that. I guess I'm playing that. I think I cannot afford to play the Dragon form, which is unfortunate. I think it's worth doing this just to get the mana, because having a little bit more mana this turn is very helpful. Now I can Dragon form, but it means that I can't do anything else. But it gets me unplated, which saves me some amount of health. Or I can upgrade this. Yeah, that seems better. And then I can discard that. Look, there was a chance I was going to find mana for the Dragon form. I think it's better to just not take that much damage. Rummage the Void Eruption. we can draw Nature's Blessing, which is worth it. We did not draw Nature's Blessing, which is unsurprising if we're being honest. Because Nature's Blessing would have meant we didn't explode. Well, it can heal us after our explosion, I guess. I think we should hopefully be able to kill this one maybe this turn. Rummaging that. Doing that, definitely. Yeah, that kills you. Which means that I can Void Eruption something else. Like Eve. Alright. Alright. Dispel Magic is very good. Just makes our life a lot easier. We are going to explode. Yeah, I think the last resort needs to go at this point. I don't think we've been able to activate it in quite a while. Meant to discard that again. Was not thinking. Still draw more cards. Do we need a shield? May as well. Yeah, we are now vulnerable. Let's pitch. Guess the Pernicious Idol for now. Because I want to do this, but I don't want to spend any more mana on it than I have to. But I want to do it before we, there's no point in doing extra. I think we do spin that. Just get a bunch of shield up. Our Dispel Magic has been timing pretty well, though. I will give it that much. For taking out that taunt. I don't know that we need to do it this turn, but... Absolutely, it's worth playing that. And it's also worth doing that. So we get to block this damage, and then it dies. Okay. So I don't think we actually took that much damage there. And Clear Focus is absolutely amazing. Adeptor Robes is probably better for us, but doubling Spyglass is incredible with Dragon Form. Yeah, I think we want this because of how good it is with Dragon Form. And it's definitely, I think, better than the Bag of Tools. Yeah, we do want to hammer that. We would love to. I think we actually still do this. Because it means we can set that up, which is nice. You're not very cursed, and it will not be a bit before we're able to deal with that. But I wasn't even paying attention to what we got from the last elite fight. I have to check on the VOD. Alright, we have this. This is good. That helps. Hey, we actually managed to get Last Resort off. So we are absolutely doing this. So the nice thing about how it now works is that we can play the second one after we have... and we're going to do this first. After we have set up Shocked, which means that we get mana back. I think we're doing that. Absolutely, we're doing that. That seems good. Get some shocks on you too. Oh, we can't play that. Mana? Mana. Yeah. Yay, we even got that. That's fun. I think we do set up shield. I think it's worth it. We're gonna have a bit of a rough time once we get doomed, but minor details. Let's pitch that. I don't really want to trigger wits right now. I'm okay, I guess, with burning that because it'll be fine. Okay. I would love to not be very cursed, but beggars, choosers, all that stuff. Okay, we don't want to be doomed, so we're just going to stop the doom from coming out. That doesn't apply a ton of poison, but I'm okay with applying a little bit of poison. And we are still cursed, but we're not ludicrously cursed, I guess. And we now have a kill. Again with the curse. We get it, you curse. Alright, that's more of the curse gone. Now let's go ahead and get my shield. I think we probably end up just playing that. Because it's worth just a fantastic amount of mana. 7. Yeah, that's worthwhile. 97. That's lethal. Okay. I think we can afford to take Corrupted Font even. I think we upgrade. I think we may upgrade the Dispel Magic outright. Although, if we're going to do that, I think the Clear Focus is better. I think we upgrade the Clear Focus, probably. And then we are going to remove the Last Resort. No, I don't like Pernicious Idol. It just doesn't do enough. It just takes too long to scale up, and it doesn't do enough once it's scaled. So I would love to just go through all these events, but they are bottlenecked by this fight, and this fight is a nightmare, and we are not interested. God, that goes to draw 6, which is just crazy. I think we may do this for the extra wits, or we may end up cutting the Stroke of Genius or the Mind Over. I think we end up cutting the Stroke of Genius at some point. I think we upgrade the Mind Seed, maybe. I don't know that we need to upgrade any mana right now. I think we upgrade the Void Visions. Okay, Aura of Protection is nice because it lets us discard some stuff, but we've already got a pretty stacked set of... I wish I remembered who our boss was. I think the Aura of Protection is better than the Shifting Feather. Okay, it's Hollow. In that case, absolutely I should have upgraded the Dispel Magic. But also, absolutely, I want to be able to get another Clear Focus if I can. Whoop. Dragon Form. Let's discard that. Just assume that the treasures will draw us on the way to discard. None of that lets us discard. That works. I think we discard that because that's going to turn on Runic Focus. And then we use this to discard that. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. That's unfortunate. It's fine. We're definitely going to play this. The question is just if there's anything else we do before we do. If we want to activate, you know, any of these. Does activating freeze help? Yeah, because it lets us do more damage to you. Alright. And we take... Alright. Gives us lots of wits. I think we upgrade this because it lets us play that. Alright. Oh man. We haven't gotten rid of that yet, which means Dragon Form with rebate. This kills that and doesn't take away our shock stack because of the evasion. I think that kills you. And we take... I keep forgetting we have the Aura of Protection now. The Aura of Protection is so nice. Makes life a lot easier. Oh. I was not thinking. So we don't need the mind over body now. Not quite lethal. Worth it. Worth it. The Dragon Form is still online. Alright. Hunter's Focus, please. No luck. Yeah, Contemplate's good. It is another card that we have taken, but it's so good. We didn't end up taking Ancestral Memory, which is a little bit unfortunate. That's another great card that is only really great in this deck. Oh, Contemplate is not common rarity. I need to move that up in my notes. I did not note Stroke of Genius. So I think we do this. And then this turn is just kind of miserable, and there's not a ton we can do. Alright, that still helps. I don't think we have increased recoverable though. Yeah, we don't. So we do lose a little bit of recoverable there. See what we draw. Dragon Form. It's beautiful. So our shock's up on you. So we cleanse to ourselves, which is nice. We should upgrade before we upgrade that, because there's a decent chance we play it this turn. At which point I do want to shock both of these. Discard that. Do not need it. Shield. And a Lingering Ritual. Donkety donkety donk. Get dunked on, morons. Actually, get healed. And set up mana for next turn because we can afford to take that little bit of damage. Dispel once. rid of that. Plenty of shield. Still have dragon form. Pitch that. These are now better. That's just lethal. And Hunter's Focus, we take that. And it's mana card, so I don't even have to note it. Okay. You would love another clear focus. That would make our day. We would also love an upgrade, of course. Healing is nice. That also makes our day better. I think we do not need to play the Mind Over Body this turn. Alright, we do want to play that though. Even though it's not going to do as much as we want it to. That's nice. Alright. So we are going to take a little bit of annoyance here, but the only thing we really lost there was like one wits. Everything else we lost there was just whatever. This will deal with that purity. Oh man, we could. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that we're already frozen. I'm used to the first frigid, whatever, not freezing you, but I wasn't thinking. Oh well. I lost some value there. Took some damage that I didn't have to. This is the last fight before the final fight though, so I'm not too worried. Okay, and we can now do this twice, which solves problems. Oh, we have to do that, which is a little annoying, but we draw into we discard. Okay. Okay, we can go bonk and shield, and then shield again, probably. I think we freeze you just so that we don't have to deal with taking damage here. Or not a ton of damage. Just a little bit, unfortunately. We'd love to find Dispel Plus. There's our Dispel Plus. Whoop. All of your buffs go bye-bye. Dragon form is still online. That's not worth a lot of mana. Set up that. Set up heavy stand. Go ahead and donk on you. And finish with that. Okay. Can't complain with that. I mean, I can complain about anything. But I don't want to complain about that. Weirdly enough. Yeah, we can curse ourselves. We play that, because we're going to do this anyway. We're going to rummage the Void Shield. Pitch that. Don't need it. Get the shield. Donkety donk. The last resort. Cut my life into pieces. I don't think we're going to stroke. We could find a Dispel Magic. That would be nice. If we don't, that's fine too. I'm not too concerned. Yeah, I'm fine with burning that. Just even more sturdy, even more shield. Why not? We don't quite explode. Not exploding is good. Dispel magic is also good. Dragon form is very good. Okay, let me watch real quick. So it's 39. Okay, making sure that it didn't take extra damage when it looped, because it's one of those bugs that was a thing, and then I wasn't watching closely enough to be sure that it wasn't. Okay, I'll just kill you. It's absolutely dragon form, and we're just gonna win off of aftershocks, thanks to Aether Mantle. All right. We did not. Oh no, we got a ton of rerolls. Absolutely, we'll reroll. Clear focus, great. Makes this a lot easier. I don't think we need the mind over body. I will take more max mana. That's fine. Where are we at on items? I don't have any accessories. Let's get temporary buff. I think temporary buffs are still bugged, but I think we reroll. We don't have any strikes still. This actually does something sometimes. Yeah, so we'll take it. What else do we cut? There's got to be more cuts. Void Bolt's pretty bad. I think Feed the Flames is kind of our worst discard outlet, because when we're only hitting one thing. And then we're not going to get enough to get the next item anyway, so let's cut something else. I see concentration might not be needed. And Mind Seed may not be needed. I think we like the growth from Mind Seed a little bit more than the extra mana. I think we're willing to cut a mana card because I say so. Because we picked up the second Clear Focus. And we've got the Corrupted Font still. So I see concentration. Go. So yeah, the plan is to hammer the Dispel probably still. So the nice thing is we are actually pretty well positioned to actually play the cards that we're going to get from this jerk. Which is pretty rare. We can just pay 13 mana for that. Sure, why not? We are now slightly cursed and slightly weak, but we have a bunch of cards in our deck that can help. We are fine with hammering. Just to get that done with. Pick that. Draw some cards. Absolutely want to set that up. We do that first. I think we do this into that, which then lets us, yeah, 123 damage. We'll take it. And yeah, we can play these pretty safely because we have the dispels and whatever. Draw cards first. I'm planning to probably use the accelerator this turn. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discard that. Discard that. Okay, that helps a little bit, because that means that now we can use one of these and then dispel. Boop. It's like we were never cursed. Are we fine with being cursed again if it means that we get rid of the other? Yeah, sure. We do still have the Clear Focus Plus in our deck, so. Whoop. absolutely need that to be more than just that much. Okay. And now we are clean. I think we are willing to pay a little bit of health for this. Do that, sure. We want to be tough again. We want to be nature's blessing again. We absolutely want a dragon form again. Sure. We do this, and we pitch this, and that's not happening this turn. And absolutely, we are going, and we weaken it, and then bonk. How much does that cost now? 10? Okay. Yeah, fine using that. So this is the first time I've actually been able to get cleanse working effectively. Normally cleansing is just never quite fast enough to work as a viable solution, because you just end up so far, because like I needed because the big thing here is I have 3 cards that cleanse 2. Normally it's impossible to get that much cleanse, but I happened to get 2 clear focuses. I was able to upgrade both of them, and I had the ability to upgrade my Dispel Magic. So, because like Cleansing Shield only cleanses 1, and upgrading it doesn't help, and there's only Purging Waters is the only other card in the game that gives you cleansing access, besides those 3, I think. So, there is also Trinket, but it only cleanses 2 once, so I think I could afford to play this. Yeah, because I was kind of hoping to see that again. Absolutely, I want to set that up. Absolutely don't care about that. Sure. Bonk. I can draw more cards. I can spell magic again. Okay, so I'm going to take no damage 5 times. I'm going to be very lightly cursed. I am no longer cursed. Keep pitching stuff. For value. Keep getting more powerful. Keep getting more plated. This is everything I could have hoped for out of the this run. The run with this ability, with the dragon form run. Absolutely living up to expectations. I don't think we're playing that. There we go. Do we play this? Yeah, we can deal with a little bit of curse. Yeah, 4 curse to deal with that, because we're not getting attacked this turn. And then I think we do play that as well. And then finish off with, oh man! Curse lethal. Okay. Yeah, that was... Oh, we only upgraded 1 with clear focuses, my bad. But still, we had 5 total... we had a deck that was able of that was what was able to get us there. And we were a fairly quick-ish deck thanks to a combination like the dragon form and the lingering ritual, and the fact that Raodan just has so much mana. And yeah, so discard Raodan, yeah, your advantage is just that sheer amount of mana you have means that you can actually afford to start playing like the Void Eruptions at 7 mana, or the lingering rituals at like 8, 10 mana, which is just not something you're doing normally. So that was a fun run. I will see you guys in the next one. I think I probably have at least one or two more runs left. I'll have to look over what I have used so far and figure out what's left. But I will see you guys next time.